so much for coming. My name is Councilor Nichole Rogers, and we are so excited to be here today. Woohoo! It is almost 1 year to the day, actually 11 months since we stood here together before and did our groundbreaking. And look at government moving fast, less than a year, and we are here. And I have to first give my immense gratitude and thank you to Mayor Keller, because without him, he helped us with the last little bit that we needed to make this happen. So thank you so much, and I'm going to ask Mayor Keller to come up and make some remarks.
Thanks. You got it. Okay. So look, what an amazing time when government listens and then just does what you want it to do. Like, that's really what this is all about in so many ways. So I want to touch on a few of those aspects. The first one is, of course, the participatory budgeting work, which is something I actually wanted to do for like the whole budget. And luckily we have one counselor who was like, well, I'll just do it with my set-asides. So props to Councilor Rogers. She has owned this from the start. And, you know, someday if council would give me my own slush fund, I would do the same thing. I know it's a little more complicated, but that also, of course, is for everyone. Raise your hand if you participated in participatory budgeting. Good job. I know it's also happening right now for the next round over at ACS. And so also I know some UNM folks do some great IT work on the back end. So thank you for all of that. And I'm sure Councilor will touch on that a little bit more. But what I do want to share is this piece too, this piece of land. You know, this goes back when this was some strip mall. I forget what was originally here. I just remember when it was like a broken down strip mall. And we kept trying to say, what are we going to do? Well, shopping center. First, it was Parkland Hills indoor shopping center. Then it was the indoor flea market. Then it was empty. And we're continuing to do what we can here. Of course, you see ACS. Everyone knows that's here. And then we have this. This is just phase one. We have all sorts of visions for the rest of it. But I do want to highlight some basic things. You know, when you're doing placemaking, which is a really fun thing, like we get to think about, the irony is there's two things in Albuquerque. There's actually three that like can make a place. One is utilities. Typically, no matter whatever you want to do, you got to plug in or do whatever. Second thing is a bathroom. And believe it or not, these are like huge deals that other people desperately want. And now that we have, and of course, the irony is the other thing is shade. And so this is a big piece too. And lighting, which, you know, there's other things too. But the bottom line is, for a people's market, this is the table is set. So we set the table, the shade, the lighting, the concrete, even our sheds from before, some grass, everything. And now it's going to be also back up to everyone to activate this space. So we are going to do an RFP for who wants to run this, who wants to activate it. So that's stay tuned in the next 10 days for that coming out. Also, we know we love food here because it is certainly a food desert, especially after what happened with Walmart, but also even the Fair and Square. And so the idea of having access to fresh fruits and vegetables, not just food trucks, although we love our food trucks, we want to have that too, but that'll be up to the community to determine how to run this, how to decide. That's what we want to see going forward. Also, for fun, you may have noticed we have a sidewalk here for the walking school bus. Walking school bus folks, I see a few of you. And the missing link in the sidewalk happens to be being put up right now. So we're going to celebrate the hawk light also going up and the crosswalk on both sides. So we should do this properly when school starts. We tried to time it for school starting in January. It's okay, we got it done, but we'll properly celebrate with some kids and stuff coming up for the school year. Okay, so I think for me, I would just say also that our commitment to the International District especially, you know, we're gonna keep doing this work. There's ups and downs, there's disagreements here and there, but it should be no secret after now the time I've spent either as your state senator or as your mayor that we are never gonna give up, and we're gonna keep investing in the International District and celebrating all that this community offers. and championing this part of our city. And that also means supporting the things that we've got to do. So I do want to foreshadow what's up next. We have some work to do on it, but we are going to do something on Alvarado and Eastern. That's 12 years in the making, and I am not going to let another term go by with that thing being like it is now. So stay tuned on what we can do and different things on that. But we also, the last project that is going to be done for Route 66 is the amazing park next to the International District Library. That's slated for opening this fall for the anniversary. So with that, I get to introduce, thank you. We're blessed to have another awesome partner in this community. And of course, it is your representative. She's also doing all the things we're trying to do at the fairgrounds with all of us. But we're so glad to have Representative Anyanonu here. Come on up, Representative. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Representative Anyanonu here in House District 19, and it's an honor to be with you today. Well, wow, like what a difference a vote makes. For years, this space was just another vacant lot. And today it's a gathering place, a market, a stage, a stop for neighbors who need a hand. And every bit of it was dreamed up, deliberated, and chosen by the people who live right here. I want to thank Mayor Keller and Councilor Rogers for putting real dollars behind the community's vision. The District 6 Steering Committee and neighbors like Colleen Tutsi, who carried it across the finish line, over 1,000 neighbors who cast a ballot in Albuquerque's very first Participatory Budgeting Pilot. Out of 240 some community submitted ideas, this is the one you voted for to build, and this is democracy in its most direct and most hopeful form. The market matters, thank you. The market matters. For too many families in the International District, putting fresh, healthy food on the table meant a long trip and a hard choice. And the growers market changes that. It brings affordable produce within reach right here in the heart of the neighborhood and takes a real bite out of food insecurity too many of our neighbors have faced. It gives local vendors a place to grow their business, a stage for our young people, and essential services right along food access. It's proof that when you trust a community with real power over public money, they will build exactly what they need. So I'm here to say that with the work you've done, you deserve to have a partner at the state level. And I'll carry this story with me to Santa Fe. I'll keep fighting for resources that make food security and strong neighborhoods possible across New Mexico. So congratulations, everyone. You didn't just ask for change, you designed it, you built it yourselves. So let's cut this ribbon and let's get this market growing. I would also just like to welcome with us, we have Ebony Rancher from Congresswoman Stansbury's office. Thank you so much for being with us here today to celebrate. And next, I believe we have District 6 board member Colleen Tutsi to give us some remarks as well.
Oh, hello. My name is Colleen Tutsi, and I'm with District 6 Steering Committee. I'm a member. I'm also part of the PBABQ. I'm also a part of the Food Policy Council. And yes, I'm also a member of, I'm a resident of District 6. I grew up in the area of where Caravan is at. My daughters go to schools here in District 6, Wilson Middle School and UNM, the UNM University. Let's see, this project, the process works. Sorry, I'm nervous. I had come up with 2 projects, and they came from the community members of this neighborhood. With the growers market, we did a project design meeting, and out of 240 something projects, we chose random projects and put them together to make we clustered them and to make one big project. And so that's where the growers market came from, the bathroom, the respite station, and those are other community members as well putting it in, the steering committee members. So And here it is, and I think it's going to be a great opportunity for all the residents here in District 6 as far as, the Mayor Keller said, Walmart closing, Fair and Square closing. This will be great for food. There's also the food hub at, Whittier Elementary, and it'll give neighbors opportunities for food and also a place to come and enjoy, get out of their homes, especially during the summertime, to enjoy this environment and come and have fun when you, sorry. And also another project I had done was a three-way stop at Washington and Zuni. And with the process, we went to through city council members of ACISA, and she went to the DMD, and they did a 72-hour monitoring of that area. And a month later, weeks later, they approved it. They paid for it. They put a three-way stop there. Just about a month ago, they put a street light there. So PBABQ works. I'm so happy. It's a trip though that both of those projects were mine, and and I think that's all I have to say. Sorry.
Great job. And Colleen is one of the PB champions in District 6. I just have to say, she printed out all the posters, took them to bus stops to make sure people could vote, was pulling up to parks to talk to people about projects. It was really awesome to see someone who shared that she felt like she didn't belong in these types of spaces to really leading the way in District 6. So I'm so proud of Colleen. Give it up for Colleen one more time. And we just want to say we had 9 projects on the ballot for our first round of participatory budgeting. And I'm so proud to say we actually have funded 7 out of the 9 projects that were on the ballot, not just the growers market, which is pretty phenomenal. And I'm telling you, when we let community lead, beautiful things happen. And so I just want to bring up another speaker who really, I am so grateful to Keaton from Hartman and Majewski Design, because they were the architects and the kind of the designers that worked with community, took the information that we heard from community, and it wasn't just like there were contractors and DMD to do this thing. They actually showed up to all of our meetings. Keaton was at our meetings. He was engaging with community. They even helped us work with UNM and some design students, architectural students on the respite station that's coming next. And so I just want to give Keaton some time to come up and talk a little bit about, I know you're on the agenda, my guy. So because it really was special, because this is not just we hired a contractor to do the thing. He was embedded in the process with the community, listening firsthand of what they wanted and needed here. And so I just wanted to say thank you, and come on up and just say a couple things if you want to about the process as you saw it.
Well, thank you, everyone. I wasn't prepared for this. So I'm going to go to my AI and prepare my speech. I think this is a great, unique opportunity. And it was a teamwork. Jackson from our office, he has been a crucial part of that. And all of our consultants who work on this project. But, like Mayor started with his speech about what was here before. And for last 10 years, we have evaluated work with the city, what can happen here, how can we make this a better placemaking here. So I think starting with ACS, we started looking at the overall master plan for this whole site. And then this is amazing, like how Councilor Roger came up with the vision of this food market here. It just really makes sense. And we could not design it without community engagement. And I want to thank you, the International District community, for giving us this feedback. Without your feedback, we couldn't have designed this thing. It's your design, it's not our design, right? And then I'm excited for the future housing project that would go on this here. And again, thank you for City to broadening their vision and really looking at placemaking idea for the international district community. Thank you, everyone.
All right. So just to recap some of the elements that are here, of course, Mayor talked about the shared structure, but the Portland Loo was a big hot topic. I don't know how many people asked for public restrooms in District 6, and this is the first one in District 6. So we're super happy about that, and we want to make sure we get more of those. But also the idea next is, as Mayor said, we're going to put out a call for operators, right? So we've been working for a year with a community working group to decide what do we want here? What hours, what resources, not just, of course, food is the biggest thing we want here because of food access, but also how do we turn this into an entrepreneur hub for some folks that are in our international district that might want to come and sell their wares from Africa or Asia? We have 32 languages spoken in one zip code in the international district. And so we want to make sure that they also have access to economic development here at this space. Also, the working group wants to dispatch resources, right? So we can have folks from our social service center come and offer time. You want to sign up for Medicaid, you can come here. If you need rental assistance, right? Coming up with a hub of resources and a third space. We built this as a third space. So if you or a community group in the international district or District 6 want to host an event here, you can do that. You want to have your birthday party here, you should do that. This is built as a third space for all of us to activate. I hope ACS has all their parties here that they throw over throughout the year so that we really can make this a third space. So we will put out the information on how you can submit a proposal. The working group will go through those proposals and choose an operator that has the capacity. And we really hope it's a local org from District 6 that will step up to help us really be able to activate this space. We were successful, and I thank my colleagues in the council for giving us a budget for District 6 for this growers market. So it will come with some funding to be able to make sure whoever takes this space over can do it and be successful. We want to set them up for success. So I think that's it for the remarks. Now it's time for you to get some tacos from our amazing Aguas Delicioso taco, who's from District 6, grew up in District 6. His mom still lives in District 6. And then it's the second round of participatory budgeting. So you can grab your tacos, and we have some space. Thank you to ACS for giving us some space inside so we don't have to be in the heat. And you can help us go through the next round of projects for the next round. Are you good for that? Oh, and we got a ribbon cut. Duh. I'm ready for the tacos, Dan. Thank you so much for getting us to the business of the ribbon cutting. In my brain, it's already open. But you're right. Let's go. Let's do the ribbon cutting. Thank you, Dan.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, thank you. And the people voted on the name. We had over 300 members of the community vote, and the name is the People's Market.